Hello and welcome to Decor, your go-to destination for all things home decor. Today, we're diving into an enchanting blend of vintage elegance and the mysterious charm of dark academia, all infused with the spirit of Christmas. If you're a fan of deep, moody hues, antique details, and intellectual vibes, you're in for a treat. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment telling us which idea you love most. Dark academia is a style that celebrates the beauty of learning, classical art, and an overall sense of nostalgia. This Christmas, we're going to show you how to translate that aesthetic into your holiday decor. From rich, timeless color schemes to creative vintage ornaments, we've got plenty of ideas to inspire your seasonal transformation. So, get cozy with your favorite mug of tea or coffee and prepare to immerse yourself in the world of dark academia. Let's start exploring these ideas step by step to make your home as captivating and stylish as possible this Christmas. A fundamental element of the dark academia aesthetic is a color palette that reflects sophistication and a sense of the past. Think deep, moody colors like maroon, dark green, charcoal, and navy blue. These shades evoke a warm, nostalgic atmosphere that feels both timeless and inviting. Decorate with these colors by incorporating table runners, curtains, and throw pillows that blend seamlessly into the overall theme. Pair these darker tones with subtle metallics and antique gold accents to create a look that's luxurious without being overpowering. Brass candle holders and bronze ornaments will add just the right touch of vintage charm. Keep your color scheme cohesive by using these hues throughout your space, from the tree ornaments to the mantle decorations. Dark academia embraces intellectualism and introspection, so adding these colors to your home can make your holiday decor feel like it's straight out of a classic novel. This palette sets the perfect backdrop for all of the charming, detailed decor we'll explore in the upcoming sections. Ornaments are the heart of Christmas trees, and for a dark academia-inspired holiday, antique-style ornaments are a must. Look for vintage glass baubles with intricate etchings, or opt for ones that have a slightly worn, antique look. These can often be found at thrift stores, antique shops, or even online marketplaces. Consider adding unique pieces like tiny, aged books or old clock faces as tree ornaments to echo the love for history and literature. Personalize your tree with items that tell a story, from old family heirlooms to vintage postcards, for that distinct intellectual touch. For a cohesive look, tie your ornaments together with ribbon in dark velvet or lace materials. These textures not only look beautiful, but also carry the aura of the past, elevating your Christmas tree into a showstopper that feels like a masterpiece. A beautifully set holiday table is a hallmark of the dark academia look. Layer your table with rich, textured tablecloths, preferably in deep colors or patterned fabrics like damask or brocade. These materials lend a sense of old-world charm that will make your dining experience feel grand. Next, add vintage dinnerware, either genuine antique plates or reproductions that feature delicate details, such as hand-painted floral designs or gold trim. Stack plates and bowls with subtle contrasts to create a sophisticated yet cozy look. Pair this with mismatched vintage silverware for an eclectic touch that speaks to the charm of an old library. Add to this atmosphere with heavy crystal or glassware and wine goblets that catch the light with a touch of luxury. Complete your table with a centerpiece made of pine cones, fresh greenery, and taper candles in dark hues. This will create an inviting and layered look, perfect for holiday meals. Floral arrangements may not be the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about a dark academia Christmas, but they are a perfect touch. Create dark and moody bouquets using flowers like deep red roses, dark calla lilies, and even sprigs of eucalyptus. Add texture with dried flowers and twigs for that vintage, timeless feel. Place these arrangements in vintage vases or antique pitchers, or even use old books as a base by stacking them and adding a vase on top. This adds height and visual interest to your decor, making your home feel uniquely personal. Incorporate elements of nature, such as holly and ivy, for a holiday-specific touch. These will add life to the arrangements and align beautifully with the old-world aesthetic. The key is to keep the color palette dark and rich while maintaining a touch of nature's beauty. Dark academia is heavily inspired by the interplay of light and shadow, so candlelight is essential. Arrange taper candles in antique candle holders and scatter them throughout your space to create a warm, inviting glow. This flickering light will highlight the vintage details in your decor and create a dramatic old-world ambience. To enhance the chiaroscuro effect, position your candles in places where the shadows can play, such as on bookshelves, side tables, and mantels. The dark corners illuminated by the soft glow of candles will add depth and mystery to your home. If you can, use beeswax candles or tapers that have a rich, golden hue. Their natural color complements the dark, moody palette and adds an extra layer of authenticity to your vintage-inspired decor. No dark academia home is complete without a collection of vintage books. Use old tomes with worn covers and faded pages to create stacks around the house. Not only do they add character, but they also align perfectly with the intellectual and nostalgic side of the style. Display them on coffee tables, mantels, and even the Christmas tree for a unique twist. If you can't find vintage books, look for reproductions that mimic the appearance of older editions. Choose books with gold embossing or intricate designs that contribute to the overall aesthetic. Arrange them with a mix of open pages for a more curated look, giving the impression that someone has been reading by the fireplace. Don't forget to add old manuscripts or handwritten letters. These can be rolled up and tied with twine or added to a display as part of a vignette. This touch makes the space feel even more historical and scholarly, inviting curiosity and conversation. The passage of time is an important theme in dark academia, so incorporate antique clocks or vintage timepieces into your decor. Whether it's an old grandfather clock, a small brass pocket watch, or an ornate mantel clock, these pieces create a sense of history and storytelling. Place your clocks in key areas where they can be appreciated, such as on a mantel or a side table, surrounded by books and candle holders. The ticking of the clock can even add a comforting sound to your space, perfect for cozy evenings. 4 smaller touches. Add watch chains or vintage timepiece-themed decorations to your tree or wreaths. These subtle additions help tie the theme together and emphasize the aesthetic's love for time and reflection. Texture plays a crucial role in creating a dark academia atmosphere. Think worn-in, cozy fabrics like velvet, tweed, and wool. Use these materials for throw blankets, chair cushions, and curtains to add depth to your decor. The texture helps create a sense of comfort and history. Incorporate patterns such as plaid or herringbone to really lean into the vintage-inspired look. Add a few pieces with subtle fraying or distressed details to bring out that lived-in feel. Don't be afraid to mix different textures and patterns. This adds an air of intellectual curiosity that the dark academia style embraces. For a holiday twist, look for dark green or burgundy throws and pillows with gold embroidery or lace details. These colors pair perfectly with the overall color scheme and add a touch of festive cheer to your space. Wreaths and garlands are essential for any holiday decor, and the dark academia aesthetic has its own take on these. Create wreaths using a mix of dried flowers, ivy, and pine cones, and add elements like small, aged books or tiny vintage ornaments for a touch of elegance. For garlands, opt for ones made of dark greenery, twigs, and dried flowers, accented with touches of gold or brass. Drape them over mantels, stair railings, or along bookshelves for an added layer of festive charm. If you want to add more visual interest, tuck in a few tiny fairy lights to bring a touch of warmth without losing the vintage charm. The soft glow will create an enchanting look that draws the eye and highlights the beauty of the materials. A dark academia Christmas is not just about visual decor, it's also about the atmosphere. Serve warm holiday drinks like spiced mulled wine or rich hot cocoa in antique cups and goblets. The servingware should feel timeless and sophisticated, so think about using porcelain or glass with subtle vintage detailing. Display these drinks on a tray decorated with small pine branches and vintage spoons. This adds a little extra touch of detail that makes your holiday gatherings even more memorable. Choose dark-colored trays or ones with gold accents to keep with the theme. To elevate your drink service, add a touch of elegance with small plates of dark chocolate or spiced cookies. Place these treats in ornate bowls or on antique china to add that final layer of old-world charm. The allure of dark academia is often found in its hidden, subtle details. This Christmas, think about small, unexpected decorations that hint at the mysterious and scholarly. Place an old, leather-bound journal on the coffee table or tuck a framed vintage map behind a wreath. Small touches like antique keys, tiny vials of dried herbs, or even magnifying glasses can add intrigue and depth to your home. Place these items on bookshelves or hidden in corners as little treasures for guests to discover. These details make your home feel like a step back in time, where every item has a story and a reason for being there. It gives your Christmas decor a unique, personal touch that reflects the thoughtful and reflective nature of the dark academia aesthetic. Set the mood with a playlist of vintage holiday music, like old jazz or classical Christmas carols. Playing soft, old-fashioned music in the background can enhance the atmosphere and transport your space into another era. Choose recordings from the early 20th century or even classical versions of holiday favorites. Add a vintage phonograph or an old record player as a decorative piece in the room. If space allows, consider a vintage radio or an old stereo system to bring the era even closer. The combination of vintage decor and music creates an immersive experience that defines the dark academia holiday spirit. If you want to take it a step further, consider creating your own custom playlist with songs that have an air of nostalgia. This personal touch will not only add to the ambience, but will make your Christmas decor feel truly one of a kind. And there you have it, a complete guide to creating an enchanting dark academia Christmas in your home. We hope these ideas inspire you to incorporate vintage touches and timeless elegance into your holiday decor. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed these ideas, and subscribe to our channel for more seasonal home decor inspo. Comment below and tell us which tip you can't wait to try, or share any of your own vintage-inspired Christmas ideas. We love hearing from you and building a community of decor enthusiasts. Thank you so much for joining us today. May your Christmas be filled with cozy, mysterious, and beautiful moments. Until next time, happy decorating and stay inspired.